We have 2 minutes to share any breadcrumbs, Godwings, treasures we have picked up along this week, or anything that has been laid upon our hearts to bring to the table for discussion, to share, or to simply be heard. Is there anything, ladies, that you would like to bring to the table today? I had a good one and I let it slip away. I'm not journaling like I used to either. But I was like, oh my gosh, what a God wink. Oh man. I don't know. Well, I'll bring to the table, just to put it out there too, because I think I am it's finally dissipating, but just had a really challenging week. It all just seemed to feel really overwhelming this week. And as I'm very thankful that we're like Monday will be 8 weeks, and this is the first time that I've felt really overwhelmed by um, things. It was just hard. It was really hard, and thankfully, I guess my God wink is that I had spiritual direction this week, and I was able to. Um, she holds such a beautiful space, kind of like we do, only it's one-on-one. I don't know if any of you go to spiritual direction at all, but I was just able to go inside and find my peaceful place. It was a very different. I've been going there for many, many, many years, and going to see her, and this time was just very different. Um, it was just really how we talk a lot about, it's all within. Like my peaceful place was just all within, and I was so quiet most of the time, which I'm definitely usually not. But there was just the space held for that time for me to go inside, and just kind of be peaceful and rest. So yeah, that was really good. That was really, really good. So we are at that time. I will hit the pause button. We have 7 minutes to share any breadcrumbs, Godwinks, treasures we have picked up along the way, or anything that has been laid upon your heart to bring to the table, to just share, to discuss, or simply be heard. Ladies, do you have anything that you would like to bring to the table this morning? Are you guys ready to receive what you desire? That's what I read. That's just a great question. Are you ready to receive that which you desire?
Okay, I had to go run to a closet, so I could get away from the kids to share. Okay, you're in my ear, and what I heard and what you heard, and I was in class on whatever day today is. It was, and the question you asking if I'm ready to receive my desires, that was the fear that came up for me in class the other night, is that I'm going to receive everything I desire and I'll still feel like it's not enough.
Mm.
That's it. Like,
Ooh.
that's the fear that came through on Wednesday night with Terry and Kelly. I'm in there Stepping Towards Freedom year-long program, and that was the fear that came through in the exercise. And I was like, ooh,
Mm.
so am I
And
ready
what
to receive? what I desire was what I heard you say, and I had to run to a closet to share that.
That's so good. I would love to hear, have you found any other goodness in those words of, I might receive it all, and will it be enough? Is there anything else in there around that? Have you sat with that over the last couple days, or? That's good.
That's what I'm here for, Sister B.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for
Mm-hmm.
this. And I wrote in the chat also, I love to challenge 10-minute think tanks where you get everything out of your head. Some people call it a brain dump. I just don't like that. I love it as a think tank. It is literally to remove what's in my head if I'm overthinking stuff, and right, like 10 minutes, focus on whatever's in your head, pull it out on a pen and paper. Actually, I've been told by my friend, Dr. Amba, yellow paper, wood, pencil, write it down. And I do 10 minutes at a time, come up for air for 5 minutes, and then I can dive back down and do another think tank for 10 minutes. But I love it as a think tank because then you look down and you see what's there. And now you get to decide what you want to move on and what needs to be cleaned out. Get the shit out of there, clean it out, clean out your tank. You know, let the windshield wipers go. And that came through in class also. Windshield wipers is perception. The only thing we can control is our perception. And our perception is our windshield wipers.
That
Because I love
too.
car analogies.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the analogies. I love the visual so that you can really take it, like you can see it. You can see it.
You can feel it. Everyone has been in a vehicle. You know what it's like to be out of alignment. You know, like, right? Like whether you've drove or whether you've rode. Yes. Anyways, tell me.
Yeah, I love that. What I also think too is taking some of those words in your think tank, like kind of like Lexio, like what are those words that are jumping out to you on the page, and going in and just sitting with those words or sitting with that word, like sitting with, will that be enough? Because if we don't feel it and heal it, it's still there. And we can wash it away, but it's still there.
I think we have to really focus on when we have that fear, were we having our big goals big enough? Because there's got to be something great that we're missing then if we feel that emptiness or that area of doubt. And like I do the 10 10 10 70, so save 10, give 10, invest 10% of all sales, all income, business and personal. And then when I get to that point of having that 10% in an investment or in a savings, and I look at it, I'm like, oh, wow, that's not even close to what I want to be doing. But at the same time, I have to start somewhere. And I know it'll go into the extra space because my dream is so big that I'm like, wow, won't it be amazing when I'm investing $100,000, when I'm saving 100,000, and when I'm giving out 100,000 plus. But if I start too small and then I don't think it's achievable, sometimes that isn't good either, or I get there and it's not good enough, and I still have to make those baby steps along the way and be grateful for all the achievements to get to that big goal in the end.
Yeah. Ooh, that's some good juicy stuff to end there with, ladies. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to hit the pause button. We have 4 minutes to share any breadcrumbs, God winks, treasures we have picked up along the way, or if there has been anything laid upon your heart to bring to the table, to just share, discuss, or simply be heard. Now is the time. Ladies, do you have anything to bring to the table this morning?
Well, I wanted to share my scripture card I drew this morning. And it was Proverbs 11, 24, 25. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. And that was so fitting for my conversation with my brother yesterday. So I was like, oh, and then it's showing up today. There it is.
God wink.
Mhm.
Love it, love it, love it.
Mm.
Oh, wow. And I heard Tammy Hacks in the house in my ear. And now you're talking about refresh just came to mind. I was like, what? Those, can you say that again, Brenda? I'm like running to my closet, ladies. Can you say that again? Wow.
Okay,
Mind
let me
blowing.
know when you're in there.
I'm here.
Okay. Proverbs 11, 24 to 25. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed.
Mm. It's good stuff. Anybody have any stirrings around that?
Yes, that's exactly it. Gives freely, generous, prospers, refreshes. Good to know.
That's what I heard. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And
Yeah.
good morning, Tammy Hack.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I know I'm
Yeah.
soaking it all up.
That is good stuff. That is really good.
Love it. Thank you, ladies. My intention is to keep my morning rolling. This is Freedom Friday, and I'm juiced.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. So with that, we can head off and get our intentions done. I'm going to hit.
There it is. Oh, and we'll admit Tammy here. So, any treasures, God winks, anything that you would like to share around that space, or share your maybe a new thing that you wanted to express that you heard along your quiet time or your intentions this morning. Nothing. All right. Well, I will. Nothing. Oh boy. Well, I will share. Having the openness, I guess, to be aware that when someone else is saying something to you, or you get this nudge or a feeling inside, that it's not just there for good measure. You know, it's something that we need to take heed of and really act upon. And I was so blessed in my passive income this week, and I get to share that in Freedom and Finance later today. at 9 a.m. Central. If you're ever interested in joining us, we hang out for an hour talking about that. And our church announced that they were receiving funds to pay off a really large debt that they had acquired when they first went into the building. And it wasn't from a campaign that they were running, it was all God moving forward. So I put the challenge out there for my husband as he had a little extra cash flow this week from a radio winnings, and put the challenge out there that if he could give the whole thing to church. And right away it was resistance and, are you kidding me? And I got things to do. I mean, it gets $100 and that's it. And I thought to myself, I'm like, that's exactly what he doesn't want us to do in anything, right? So are we doing that in our business? Are we doing that in any winnings that we might have, or any time that it might be unprecedented or unexpected financial abundance or even challenges? And when he gives us an extra $20, are we giving him his portion out of that because we want to, or because we feel we have to? Or are we keeping it so close that we're like, nope, we need this whole thing? And understanding that process and giving generously and understanding that he's got it figured out. Like, I had no idea any of this stuff was coming through for this week. And I have to believe that it's all him. And it's an answer to different prayers along the way. And it goes back to TGR of what we were talking about later on in the last hour. And I notice now that this has to happen in order for my big dreams to come through. This is what has to come through, and it's starting to. So I don't want to stop the flow. I don't want to stop any of that stuff. And I can't be the one when it's my dream, right? Nobody else is going to do it for me. So I have to acknowledge that this is my dream and my desire. And when I stop and realize this is the process of how to get to that point, it's like a whole new world. So I encourage you to take a look back, how your past year, past month has really progressed. And if you can just see the little nudges or the little, oh my goodness, this is so cool. Even if it's a pretty downer day, and still see the good in it. So any other reflection or any goodness that might have stirred up inside you?
Like that gives a lot of reflection. Tell me more about this Friday group.
Well, we meet from 9 a.m. Central to 10 a.m. Central every Friday. And we have a separate link that we join on, and we talk about what it looks like to be freedom within our finances. So it looks different for everyone.
Mhm.
Sometimes we just want to have the freedom to do whatever we want when we want to do it. And sometimes we want to get out of the rat race, the circle of going to work for someone, but we have no idea how to do that. And then the next things that we talk about are different ways to invest and to give. And we share those experiences. And if it's a good fit, great. And if it's not a big deal, because you'll find the next one and you'll see something that's a good fit. So we talk a little bit about God's kingdom and what that prosperity looks like. We talk about how we're supposed to build that kingdom. And then moving forward, what does that financial benefit have for not just us, but for all the people that we're able to impact? So today, a few of the members aren't able to make it. So it's just going to be Beth and I, and I'm so excited to see what we can come up with together and support each other in that space. So that part is really exciting, and I look forward to that opportunity every week just to hone in and talk about it, because it can be from your 401ks, precious metals, to cryptocurrencies, learning about the scary stuff now and helping other people learn about it. And then, you know, what I thought was passive income wasn't actually passive income. And I'm like, oh, you know, as I learn about what that meant, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I wasn't doing that. And it brings me in a space that I understand it better. So I'm not as, how would you say, like ignorant to it. So that's pretty much what that is. So if you want more information or like the link and we can come and check it out, I'd be happy to invite you when it's great time for you.
I would like to pop in at some point. I think that would be interesting to check it out.
Awesome. I'll send you the link, and then it'll show the dates on it as well.
Thank
You bet.
Brenda, I have to ask, what is passive income defined as?
So it is when you are not exchanging time for money. I put the investment one time. I wrote the book one time. And now every time the book sells, I earn a passive income.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. It's the same thing like your 401k would be a passive income. It's just that you don't get to pull it out until you're older. Yeah. So, all right, ladies, we are at our time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Blessings to you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.